Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Host, welcome to Show Snaps, where we dive into the fascinating world of music and history. Today, we're talking about one of the most iconic albums in rock history, SGT. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. But what if I told you that John Lennon wasn't exactly thrilled with this masterpiece? That's right, folks. Let's take a closer look at why the Beatles' psychedelic magnum opus left their guitarist and songwriter with mixed feelings. So, the story goes that Paul McCartney had this brilliant idea for an album about a fictional military band on a flight back to London in late 1966. It was going to be a game changer, a concept album like no other. And boy, did it deliver. With songs like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and A Day in the Life, SGT, Pepper became an instant phenomenon. Now, you might expect John Lennon to be on board with this groundbreaking work, but surprisingly, he wasn't entirely sold on it. In his own words, the lesson for me is clear. I've already lost one family to produce what? SGT Pepper? Yeah, that's right, folks. John was referring to the band's breakup and the pressure of producing music that would live up to their legacy. But what really gets our attention is when John shared his honest thoughts on specific tracks. He mentioned disliking certain bits in Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and Mr. Kite, and even said A Day in the Life wasn't half as nice as he thought it was when they were recording it. Despite John's reservations, SGT Pepper became a massive hit. It topped the charts for 27 weeks in the UK alone and dominated global music scenes. But what does this say about the Beatles' internal dynamics? Were they truly happy with their creative output? Well, let's take a look at Paul McCartney's thoughts on the album. In a 2017 Mojo interview, he said, "I think it's the most influential Beatles album, but not necessarily the best." That's a pretty interesting perspective, don't you think? I mean, we all know how much SGT Pepper changed the game, but maybe Paul wasn't entirely convinced it was their best work. But here's the thing, SGT Pepper may have left John Lennon with mixed feelings, but it also marked a turning point in the Beatles' history. It showed them that they didn't have to be the Beatles all the time. They could experiment and try new things. And that, folks, is the essence of Show Snaps, uncovering the fascinating stories behind the music we love. Join us next time for more Show Snaps, where we'll dive into even more incredible tales from the world of rock and roll.